So you just get your new Tesla and you're excited to drive it, but before doing it, we recommend to change a lot of settings to make your experience even better. So in this video, we're gonna present you all the must-change settings for your Tesla heading in 2026. So the first setting you will want to change is, of course, to add your phone as a Bluetooth key. This way, you will be able to unlock your car super easily, to set driver profile that we're gonna look into later. And this is very easy to do. So for this part, you will just go to lock and keys, and then you can directly add a key. Either you can add a phone key or a key fob or a key card. So once your key is set, you will want to create your own profile driver. This way the car will save your driving preference. Driver profile breakdown in 3 steps. First, the seat adjustment, back, a bit lower as well. Okay, now I feel comfortable. Now let's move to adjusting the steering wheel. So you can adjust it up and down or in and out. Oh, personally, I like it a bit up and a bit in. And then third, up, as a good safety driver, you will want to adjust the mirror. Up. And 2 other things you will want to add in your driver profile is first, you get the climate control that you can set up to your desired temperature when you get in the car. Very convenient in summer. And also your speed driver profile. So for example, if you're like to have the sport driving acceleration and the standard acceleration, you can set everything in the driver profile and link it to it. And then once you set your phone connection and your driver profile, you can actually go to lock below and set the walk away door lock. This way your car will automatically lock the doors when it detects that your phone is walking away the car. That's very convenient. First thing first is that we definitely recommend to activate the Sentry mode. So auto enable Sentry in park, we toggle this on. And you can also exclude exclude works. So this way you will save more space for outer event. And you can have a camera-based detection. And for the dash cam, you can set it on auto, but you can also, every time you honk, the car will trigger an event and will record what is happening on screen. And you can see here, for my dash cam, I got up to 1 terabyte save of storage because I directly plug a Jowa 1 TB SSD. Continuing on to this other safety features, you can definitely turn on the blind spot collision warning chime. And also another really cool thing is to add a pin to drive. So let's say that you often go out and you're scared that what if someone stole your phone? Then he stole your phone, he can directly get in your car, install your car, right? Well, you can directly avoid that by having a pin to drive. You can create a 4-digit pin. And the interesting feature is that the pin will changes his place every time you need to drive. Same goes for the glove box. If you have some sensitive object in your glove box and you don't want anyone to be able to access it, you can just set a glove box pin. And then there is the Joe mode, which I definitely recommend to activate. Joe mode background is basically will lower down all of the car chimes to make them a bit more quieter. And the backstory is very funny, is that Joe directly on X asked Elon Musk if there is a way to create a bit quieter mode in your Tesla, because his kid was sleeping in the back and he always got woken up by Tesla chimes. So they directly replied, yes, sure Joe, we're gonna create it. And that's why now it's named Joe mode. A really cool backstory. Next setting we will want to look at is the charging settings. So for this, it will depend on your Tesla battery. But basically, either you will set it at 80% limit charge to have the battery lasting longer on several cars. This way, whenever you charge, the car will automatically top up to that level and will lock it at this point. So this can help preserve your battery on the long term and is very important for your battery health. Another piece of advice is that you can also schedule the timing of the charge. So let's say every night you park your car, you can plug it the charging directly, but you can set the charging to trigger after midnight if it's at off-peak saving timing, right? So this way you can first reduce your cost on your electricity bill, but also it kind of helps supporting the grid by just taking the electricity during off-peak timing. Then one very cool thing to do, you can directly select what app you're using very often to put them accessible easily for. Basically, just like a phone, and then you drag and drop your favorite apps right away in the bar. Moving to the software menu, you can preset if you prefer to have the update at the same time as everyone, or if you want to try to have it a bit in advance. This used to be a thing in the past. We don't know now if it has advanced really give you an early access to Tesla updates. We're not sure anymore, but it used to be a thing, so in case you want to try to get an update as early as possible, you can directly toggle advance. Now moving to the navigation tab, you can directly use the trip planner, which is very recommended. Tesla built-in trip planner is amazing. You can directly add supercharger stop if necessary, and you can have online routing, which finds optimal route based on traffic conditions. They work directly with Google Maps, which make the things very performant. And of course, you can also toggle the followings: avoid tolls, avoid ferries, avoid highways if you want to. Another very interesting setting is that you can also enable third-party charging stations. So let's say you're in the area without that many Tesla superchargers, and you can just toggle on the third-party charging station and let Tesla guide you to other charging stations that are not owned or serviced by Tesla. In the Toybox, Tesla got a ton of very fun features. Recently, they added a photo booth where you can take pictures with friends. They also added a paint shop. As you can see, I got a personalized Joa car. To create this car, we directly used the Joa app that we created recently. I put the link in the description if you want to create your own design. Otherwise, they also have some preset design, just like the followings. So it's very cool, and you can also now change your license plate as well. So customization to the max. We really appreciate it. And another really funny thing to do is going to Toybox, Boombox, and then you can edit the current lock sound. Tesla got a few sets of already preset lock sound, but you can also add your own one via USB key. I will just link the video right here. I got a little short explaining how to do it. This is a very easy way to do very funny jokes, so whenever you will lock the car, it will play this sound. Next on, let's see the light sync. So you can directly, in a Toybox, allow music light sync with the car. As recent Tesla, Model 3 Highland, Model Y Juniper, all have the around color. I think the new X and S also have it. You can directly set it to be in tempo with the music, which is very cool. And if you are audiophile, you can also directly change your audio preset, and your audio preset will be directly linked to your driver profile. This way, every time you will be in a car, you will have your own personal audio profile. When opening the trunk, you can set the limit height. So this way, if your garage is a bit lower in terms of height, you can avoid bumping into it every time. So you see, it's up here, but the maximum height is over there. So for this, it's very simple. You will just need to set the desired height and have a long press on this button. You will hear a chime. And then once it's set, you can directly close it, and every next time it will open at the desired height. So let's take a look at it. Ta-da! It didn't go higher up. So on the steering wheel, you have two scrolls. Usually the left scroll will allow you to put the music volume up and down, but you can also preset the scroll wheel function with a long press on the button. So let's see, for example, the long press will directly open the glove box right over there. So let's say, for example, you often want to reduce the fan speed. Let's say you often have cold in your car. You can just reduce the fan speed by having a long press on your left button, or you can also change the temperature, the acceleration mode, and so on.